Hello, hi. Hi.
Hi,
How can I call you, Miss?
Hazel.
All right. I see. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
All right. So, let me introduce self my first. I am Amir Akmal, a dietitian, a registered dietitian from Ministry of Malaysia. Basically, Contours Express in collaboration with a Malaysian company, which is Diet Ideas Sdn Berhad. So basically, this is one of consultation about 30 minutes. So I will try to consult you regarding diets lah. So how uh, your subscription with Contours Express? Have you?
Okay. I mean, this is a trial. We're not sure yet.
I see. All right. So, basically, you are based in Singapore. You are
That's
Singaporean. I see.
yeah.
I see your weight BMI quite normal also quite good. So, how the concern regarding this?
Maybe because I also have menopause. So in terms of although the number weight gain doesn't go up, but the waistline is decreasing lah. Yeah.
Understand? So, before this, how your exercise? Have you tried any exercise diet before this? And regarding
At
don't,
some
not,
point, I was doing intermittent fasting
I see. All right.
uh, for about a year.
All right.
Um, yeah, and I mean, I don't exercise regularly, so it was just very ad hoc kind of exercising. Yeah.
All right. I see. So, regarding the gym or fitness center subscription, this is the first try you done throughout your life, first time. Oh,
So you just doing yoga per se.
I see. All right. So, regarding diets, intermittent fasting, that one you try to done it since when? Uh,
Uh, Before the, maybe last year,
I see. All right. Regarding your weight, how? Throughout your 20 something, 30
it's
something.
slowly just creeping. So when I was in my 30s, I'm always underweight.
All right.
Uh, and then at 35, I became a little bit more normal. And then once I hit 45, it just creeps up slowly, 1 kilo a year.
All right. I see. So,
Yeah.
may I know whether the regarding the marital status, how you married? At
No. So,
I see. I see. So, let me let me share my slide. Okay. So can you see my slide here, Hazel?
yes.
All right. So basically, Hazel, today I will try to, because this is one of consultation. So I try to teach about this basic diet one. But for me, it is quite fundamental, and because from my experience, the practical way, I think this diet quite good lah to try it. So have you heard about? I believe you have heard about half quarter plate before, right?
Mm.
Alright, I see. So today I will try to emphasize regarding this plate actually because in terms of practicality, that's the biggest win lah instead of the other trendy diet was to mention it. So okay, throughout my presentation here today, I will also try to combine it with my previous experience because last time I was a police officer in Malaysia, but I already resigned. So basically, uh, my previous experience regarding diet or exercise itself more on the like military or special force uh, type of exercise lah. But I think the good way, I think I can see the quite much more similarity regarding you and me, because in terms of weight also, I was also last time below the normal one, but quite almost the underweight. But yes, in terms of the problem that I have and the concern itself, same with you, because you mentioned in the form regarding the reduction belly, right? Belly
Mm.
reduction. So this is something that I also myself trying to achieve that. Uh, but in terms of really go on it, not lah, but not that strict. But I also have that concern about get losing my belly fat. But I think my biggest achievement to reduce my belly fat during my recruitment, 9 month recruitment. I see that uh, apa ni during that time miss my weight at the first day that I enter the recruitment police was 66 kilogram. So basically during that time, mostly majority of the person becoming the police officer, normally yes, we are Southeast Asia people, usually the weight should be around, let's say male around 80, 90, 100. So that's the usual weight, right, in, let's say, in male population in our country. So and then I see after 9 months, uh, majority of the officer, they lose their weight around uh, 10 to 20 kilogram average after 9 months. So absolutely, because we are military forces. So in terms of weight loss itself, it was mainly due to the exercise. But as a dietetic student during my degree, I can see that that is not the main uh, advantage also, not because of the exercise also, but I believe the diet itself being served for everybody in that eating hall is basically play the important role alongside the exercise itself. So basically the plate itself playing around this plate lah, uh, half quarter plate itself. So this I will explain later. So regarding the weight itself, I can see that my weight should be the within my platoon mate, squad mate, I among the lowest in terms of reduction, because I entering with 66, but I at the end of the day my weight is 62, which is only 4 kilogram reduction. But the thing is, a few days before I enter my recruitment, my body fat is around 17%. Okay, so 17% a few days before the recruitment, and before that I never ever do any exercise. So I just a casual thin person without doing any exercise, not doing any diet before. But the thing is, after 9 months, although I'm a dietetic student, I can see that with no any trendy diet, at the end of the day, with the combination of this type of basic healthy plate and the exercise being put on us, I can see that my body fat lose become at the end 7%, meaning from 70 to 7% after 9 months, 10% of body fat loss, meaning it shift, meaning in terms of weight I reduce 4 kilos, but the body percent from 70 reduced to 7%, meaning really huge margin of body fat loss. But the weight itself not really much. I can see that there is a shift of muscle mass improving there. So regarding the muscle mass, I don't do the test lah. I don't do the test, but I can assume that the body weight reduction almost constant, just a few, but the body fat percent lose really huge in margin. But I can believe that the muscle mass is quite improving. So, madam, uh, yes, correct. For majority of the people, the main contributor to lose weight, if they are overweight, should be the diet itself. Okay, let's say my other client usually, if they are overweight, they want to reduce weight. Usually, I will emphasize on this plate only lah. This half quarter plate. If they are really consistent and have really good uh, discipline on this basic healthy plate, I believe they also can lose weight. But I can see that because of your concern is on the body fat loss, so I can see that the combination between exercise itself and healthy plate itself really good combination to enhance our body belly reduction. So it's good for me to emphasize back that actually there is no specific or particular diet to reduce our belly fat. Okay, there is no one type of specific food to enhance on that. From my perspective and belief, I can see on that idea. But the thing is, we try to modify it in terms of exercise itself lah. So basically, as I'm a dietitian, that is not my part lah to to teach you regarding the which exercise. I believe that is more on the job of the conscious expert. But from my experience, from my personal experience, I just sharing with you without any consultation, right? Okay. So the thing is, we try to uh, give more focus on resistant exercise. So like the weight burden exercise, like that lah. So basically, we try to not to focus on cardio exercise. Okay, this is only. I hope you understand. Hazel, this is not my part, but I just sharing my knowledge in regarding exercise from my previous experience. So basically, we try to not to focus so much on cardio, because cardio, even we are so striving and go high in terms of resistance. Basically, the focus is not on the belly itself, but resistant. But the resistance exercise itself at the gym lah, at the gym equipment, that's really huge in terms of getting our belly fat getting reduced. Focus on the gym exercise routine itself. Because last time I believe that when my recruitment, we will be focused more on cardio exercise one, meaning we will be jogging minimum 10 kilo every morning, 10 kilo, 21 kilo, running and jogging. The thing is that not the main focus that help us reduce our belly. Yes, correct, in terms of body fat itself, uh, being able to reduce, but in terms of that specific belly, actually we try to focus on resistant exercise. So how me myself, although I was in a special force, I was never interested in gym exercise itself. That's my preference lah. Until now, I'm not really into that. I'm more on cardio exercise lah. But the thing is, during my recruitment, I was trained with how to some sort of resistant exercise, that alternative to it, actually like the uh, just stamping, like the any exercise that take a few minutes and then transfer it to different. I don't know what the type of them, but it's more like a wool a cool down and warming up, a few type of exercise. That's a few types example of resistant exercise. Like even sometimes we was being punch or kick in our belly itself. That's actually like a punishment, but at some perspective is also give some resistant exercise lah, un un unstructured one to our belly itself. So we try to combine it. I try to combine it with a few warming up and few cool down structured exercise before my running jogging, and few punch from my coach for the boxing one to my belly. That's really help to have the good intake of belly itself lah. But let's say you are go to the control express, I believe you will be more optimized on how to have the resistant regime lah, the resistant exercise, so that will improve your belly much better lah. So regarding that, okay, when we talk about resistant exercise, we want to build to reduce the fat at our belly, but try to replace it with the muscle itself. Actually, in terms of diet, we try to focus with the uh, protein consumption itself lah. So basically here, okay, regarding diet, you can see here, this is the healthy plate, the half quarter plate. So basically this plate actually has been introduced by WHO dietary guideline, and even being implemented in American dietary guideline, and then have been implemented throughout the world. Majority of the guideline throughout the country around the world actually implementing this. Because why? Because in any situation, in any practicality, from my perspective and my point of view that I practice to my client, this is among the basic one, but still in many situation this is the most practical way. Okay, I'm not going to condemn any trendy diet lah. That's good in terms of modern science, in terms of medical practitioner, medical doctor itself. Many are convincing and showing the advantages of trendy diet like intermittent fasting, like ketogenic fasting, keto diet, vegan. But the thing is how the practicality for ourselves, for the general population, to stick with the diet itself. Okay, because me myself, I can see that the challenge itself, because we want to stay motivated throughout our life lah. Because I can see from even professional athlete itself, like a mixed martial art athlete, I can see that they sometimes start practicing with vegan diet. They able to have the best ideal body shape they want. But the thing is, after 5 years, they stop it, and then they just try to do the normal diet one. In terms of practicality or moral itself, I believe that the challenges to do this trendy diet, because our moral itself, because we are playing around with our stress not always at the highest top level in our daily life. Our moral after 1 year, after 5 year, could be lower from our now, that's the nature of everybody in throughout our life. When we talk about bring any research evidence, bring in science, correct, I totally agree that intermittent fasting, ketogenic diet, and any like that is really good and have advantages to have the best health optimization. But the thing is, like I said, I always emphasize the practicality. How long we can apply it? Because at the end of the day, as long as we are able to do something that is basic one, little by little, but as long as we are happily doing that without having any burnout or stressful throughout the journey of the exercise and diet, that's the best part of this life journey. That's I always believe on that. uh, so uh, so now I will say to you what you need to emphasize first. Okay, we said that we try to change the belly fat to the muscle itself. So basically the main point that you always need to try to focus is regarding the protein intake itself. So the protein intake, you can see here, it should be quarter of the plate for general population. But I can see from your personalized diet itself, you try to increase the protein portion a little bit more instead of quarter itself. Okay, in terms of half of the plate, okay, we should try to focus it on the green vegetables itself lah. So that's the half of the plate. For the healthy plate itself, generally speaking, we try to take half of the plate with green vegetables, okay, or even white vegetables lah. So uh, so that the best part. Because why? Because green vegetables, also, although it is half of the plate full with green vegetables, the thing is we uh, able to reduce in terms of calorie intake from the green veggies. Because why? Green veggies is almost lacking with that calories, but if give us full of satisfies our gut, we make it fulfill uh, in terms of satiety. So that's the main part lah. Why? Because green veggies is really high in fiber, uh, so that's give us fulfill our appetite. But although okay, we have the another example of vegetables which is starchy vegetables like carrot, sweet potato. That's some example of starchy vegetables. So basically, starchy vegetables are also high in fiber, but the thing is they are starchy, which means they will translate it into glucose, meaning they are example of carbohydrates also. So basically, starchy vegetables, the calorie amount of calorie also almost same with taking rice lah. So basically, when we talk about optimize the consumption of veggies, we try to optimize the green vegetable itself. So that's half. So the other quarter should be the carbohydrate, which is the or uh, rice or noodles, pasta. That's example of carbs ah. Also bread, biscuit. So that's we try to reduce it to only quarter of the plate itself. But okay, I can see here I already emphasize on the green veggies, uh, carbohydrate, and the next part is the protein. Like I said before, you try to improve your intake regarding the protein itself. For my other client, which I try to consult regarding lose weight, yes, I will emphasize them to have a quarter of the plate itself lah, with the protein. But for your situation and my personal situation also, we try to improve it a little bit. Let's say before this you take only of uh, one portion of chicken or fish. We try to double it. We try to uh, improve it a little bit, uh, double it, but we try to reduce a little bit at this carbohydrate intake itself. Okay, let's say the carbohydrate you still want to maintain quarter, it's okay, but the most important, we try to improve a little bit with the protein itself lah. The best protein should be the white egg. Okay, we try to reduce the yolk, the yellow one. We try to reduce it, but we try to improve our muscle mass by taking the white egg one. So basically, the thing is regarding egg itself. Uh, Actually, there is no limitation in taking of the white egg itself. Some people, last time the previous argument saying that eating egg actually contribute to the cholesterol itself. But the thing is, if we try to remove the yolk, the yellow one, we only taking the white one. Let's say we eat up to 5, even some people make a routine up to 10 egg with the white egg only. So actually that will be able to optimize uh, our protein intake, and by that I totally believe that the muscle mass and also the belly fat will be reduced, but the muscle mass will be improved. That the biggest advantages lah. So also green meat also, red meat also good example of the protein itself, but some people argue regarding the cancer risk also, but it's okay. Generally by default green meat is okay, but when we talk about to improve our muscle mass, uh, the disadvantages, some sort of trendy diet like vegan one, because they are totally focusing on uh, veget uh, vegetable, non meat protein uh, like the nuts, walnuts, that thing quite low in terms of protein itself. So we try to focus on egg or the animal protein sources lah, to improve our muscle mass. So also regarding the water intake, okay, yes, the best part for us to try to improve the consumption of plain water, try to reduce the consumption of sweet drinks, okay, because that's the best part of plain water, because zero calorie at all. But also as we talk about, try to reduce the belly fat, change it to the protein. Absolutely, milk consumption play an important role also lah. Try to instead of full cream milk, we try to make like low fat milk or even yogurt one. That's a good example lah. So also I already explained regarding the main meal, the healthy plate. So regarding the snacking itself, you try to improve it by taking the good snacking choice like nuts, anything during the snacking one. Okay. Also, let's say uh, before sleep, you want to have some snacking uh, after having the dinner before. So some example you can make as a habit is by taking the uh, boiled egg, make it as a supper snacking lah. So that's somehow the adjustment we can make here. And then okay, regarding the healthy plate, I think I have already covered the most important one. Okay, I believe you already tried intermittent fasting. I believe that you have the advanced knowledge regarding diet itself. The thing is, why we try to emphasize on this healthy plate diet, although this is the basic one. The thing is that, like previously I mentioned before my previous experience, uh, everybody have been served at the uh, eating hall with this almost this same portion of diet itself. So basically, we have never ever thought during our recommend with any signs of dietary uh, regarding diet. We never teach about that. But the dining hall workers always serve us with this almost same type of diet one. Need to have portion of fish or chicken, and then small portion of carbohydrate rice, but need to have absolutely compulsory to every meal to have vegetables. So we need to finish it. Nobody cannot unfinish them, because that is we will be punished because not eating finish what have been served for us. So everybody will eat the green vegetables with the small portion of rice, but have a few portion of protein. So basically we just eat what have been being served with this by default healthy diet, but everybody able to reduce our weight. So in terms of practicality, I believe that it is proven, although this is basic one, but it is proven to help everybody to lose weight. And also for me also, with that diet also, I able to reduce my fat mass also. So you try to combine it with exercise, and absolutely you will winning much lah. You will get what I try to mean. No need to stressful much with the trendy diet, but if we are have discipline, have discipline, have consistency, and we are always happy throughout our diet journey. I believe, although this is the basic one, you will be able to achieve what you want in your health goal lah. So uh, okay, the next one regarding exercise, or I already emphasized, try to focus more on resistant exercise. Okay, and then during the strength, and during this strength exercise, make sure the main focus uh, not go too much height until we get injured. Okay, because as long as we are able to do the resistant exercise uh, little by little but consistent, that the best part. Okay, we try to avoid injured, because once we get injured, okay, once we get injured, uh, we will getting at rest about weeks and months. So once we are getting rest, so our schedule will be stuck. So our momentum will be start from zero back again. So during that time, okay, the best part for me, I can see the best part to have the best diet is by having the exercise itself lah. Okay, because why? Because for me also, okay, when I was during at the special force one, like commando, we was training at the highest peak of intensity. But the thing is, once I resign, yes, correct, I can jog, I can running 30 kilos, 50 kilos, but the intensity itself, uh, the grit itself not as good as during my training itself. So the thing is, we try to have the exercise uh, little by little, but try to avoid injury. That's the best part lah. So during by that way, if you do the exercise almost weekly, almost daily, absolutely your awareness regarding the healthy diet also will automatically be able to have the awareness itself. So meaning, let's say I not doing any exercise 1 week, 2 week. So my awareness regarding have really good healthy diet also getting low in terms of the awareness. So make sure we try to combine it uh, just nice. If you go to the gym doing exercise, absolutely when you go home, automatically you will also have the awareness to have the healthy diet. So also when we talk about healthy plate diet, we talk about portion itself. When we talk about the practicality, actually we try to spend small amount of our time in our daily life, small amount, but although it is little by little, but if we have some knowledge improvement day by day, absolutely the most important one and practical one, if we go outside and eating any food in any restaurant, if we have the instinct 5 second 10 second to make the best food selection during that time, that the best part lah, instead of we do keto diet or intermittent diet or vegan one. So when we are go outside, in terms of food choice, we are quite difficult to make a food choice. In terms of practicality, that's where the disadvantages lah, if we on trendy diet. But regarding this basic one, the practical one, we go any shop, we go to any stall, we still able to implement the portion itself with our personal specialization. So I hope you are able to get what I try to explain to you throughout this one of consultation. I hope you are able to achieve what you want throughout this healthy journey. Never give up, stay healthy, don't get injured, and I hope you will be able to maintain this weight, this health condition, and that's the best part lah, if we able to this healthy life without any diseases throughout our life until we get older and until our uh, until we get old lah. So I hope this clear. So do you have any question, Hazel?
If I have to eat egg yolks,
Okay,
how many can I do? Like if I eat a whole egg, right?
all right.
How many yolks can I have a week?
Basically, if we when I go to the literature one, basically if we said about the yellow one, the yolk one, usually they will recommend within a week only two or three.
Mm.
uh, okay, that's from the lecturer point of perspective. But sometimes everybody have their own body, their personalized body. Sometimes like me myself, sometimes uh, I also sometimes almost every day I eat the whole egg. But sometimes I eat one egg, I eat two pieces. uh, but I'm not sure whether that is good or not for myself. But if we want to see it is good or not, we try to do the blood test annually, or even 6 months at once we do the blood test. So if we see that our total cholesterol, the cholesterol reading after one time, after 2 time we do the exercise, after 3 time we do the blood test report. If we see the blood, the total cholesterol get improved, so I can see that the yellow one, the yolk one, might be influence my increasing in terms of cholesterol one. But for me as my practice, my own practice, for me I don't care if I eat every day 1 or 2 pieces of yolk, because as long as like us, we are thin enough, we always go running, go exercise, so I can balance it lah. So when we talk solely regarding the healthy uh, recommendation, if we go to the literature, absolutely they will say in 1 week we only take the yellow one, the yolk one, 1 or 3 times in a week. But if we try to ignore it, we try to not to take the yellow one, we only take the white one, absolutely we can go higher in terms of 8 pieces lah in our daily consumption. So I hope this answering your your question.
Okay, can. That's all I have.
All right. I hope that's I hope everything is okay for your journey lah, Hazel. So thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
thank you for spending time with me. All right, bye.
Thank you.